Life is not easy. It is not. Don't try to make it that way. Life's not fair. It never was. It isn't now, and it won't ever be. Do not fall into the trap, the entitlement trap, of feeling like you're a victim. You are not. Get over it and get on with it.
Well, the idea was that I was pretty sure I wanted to be a lawyer. I talked to my family about it. We were pretty sure that I could win most of the arguments, and family was in the oil business, and I was going to at least defend them, and then who knows who else. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to be a lawyer.
One of the best lessons you can ever learn in your entire life is that life is hard. Life isn't easy, and it's not always going to go your way. The people that are under the impression that life is full of joy and happiness and it's always going to happen the best for you and you're never going to have a rough moment is completely wrong. You are going to have rough moments, and when you're in those rough moments, you need to remember the good times you've had in life. Because when you're down in the dumps and you're struggling to find motivation and you're thinking everything you've done is a waste of time and you don't understand how to get back, that's when you need to realize all the positive things that you've done in your life and everything that's made you happy and full of joy. You need to make sure that you remember those memories and you're able to look back upon them and bring you joy and bring you motivation so that you know you can keep going. Even though in the moment it's tough, it's hard, you're not going to want to do it, you're going to be able to look back on the memories that made you bring joy and feel happiness and just understand what life was truly made to live for. Are the moments that are going to be able to bring you out of the pits and bring you out of the depths, because it's going to be challenging when you're down there, and you have to make sure you remember the moments that really are good. So whenever you have these incredible moments in your life, you need to make sure that you remember them for when the times get hard and you start to struggle and you start to fall, and you can remember these moments that are going to help bring you back to the light, because that is what it's all about, finding what true happiness is to you.
I think myself, like everyone's just trying to keep my finger on the pulse of what are the do's and don'ts. And it's been very confusing. There's been no consensus at the top. There's been no consensus of science. We have been very confused on which and what leadership to trust. So if I have a platform, which I do, to maybe, spread some true words from some experts like I did with Dr. Fauci, if I can ask him some questions so the world can get a bullet point list, some very simple true, false, yes, no's, do's, don'ts, that would be a good thing to do. And I wanted to know some of the answers to some of those questions myself. So I'm just trying to keep my pulse as we go through this very unprecedented time and share what I can find out or what I know. We can engineer those in our life via the choices we make. Sometimes they just fall in our lap and we get lucky. Sometimes we get green lights from just how we approach and see a situation. So if we know how and when to deal with life's challenges, we can turn yellow and red lights in our life into green lights. The book is tools for how to approach certain things, how to approach success, how to approach hardships, how to respect your past, how to have something to look forward to in the future so we can be more present where we are.
Define success for yourself, whatever your answer is. Don't choose anything that will jeopardize your soul. Prioritize who you are, who you want to be, and don't spend time with anything that antagonizes your character. Be brave, take the hill, but first answer that question, what's my hill? So first, we have to define success for ourselves. And then we have to put in the work to maintain it. Take that daily tally. Keep the things that are important to us in good shape. Look, the first step that leads to our identity in life is usually not, I know who I am, I know who I am. That's not the first step. The first step's usually, I know who I am not. Process of elimination. Defining ourselves by what we are not is the first step that leads us to really knowing who we are.
What do you get when you come here? I tell people in general terms when I'm talking to people. You're going to come here, you're going to get access to a great education. You're also going to get a real good life lesson in what it means to compete. And I don't mean on the field. I mean for what classes you want, for what teachers you want across the board. It is a place where you have to get out and engage and take care of yourself. When you're just coming out of high school, that's what every kid, young man, young woman needs when they get out. You got to learn to compete. So it's a real good precursor to what happens once you get out of school and into real life and on your own.
Happiness is an emotional response to an outcome. If I win, I will be happy. If I don't, I won't. It's an if-then, cause and effect, quid pro quo standard that we cannot sustain because we immediately raise it every time we attain it. Happiness demands a certain outcome. It is result reliant. And I say if happiness is what you're after, then you're going to be let down frequently and you're going to be unhappy much of your time. Joy, though, joy is a different thing. It's something else. Joy is not a choice. It's not a response to some result. It's a constant. Joy is the feeling that we have from doing what we are fashioned to do, no matter the outcome. Now, personally, as an actor, I started enjoying my work and literally being more happy when I stopped trying to make the daily labor a means to a certain end. For example, I need this film to be a box office success. I need my performance to be acknowledged. I need the respect of my peers. All those are reasonable aspirations, but the truth is, as soon as the work, the daily making of the movie, the doing of the deed became the reward in itself for me, I got more box office, more accolades and respect than I ever had before.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.